everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Camp Confidence.
Conversations about confidence, self improvement, and success between two Filipino entrepreneurs on two different journeys.
I am Ayin Bernos, the founder of Morena the Label.
Rizza LANA-SEBASTIAN here, the founder and CEO of LANA.ph and mink.ph.
For today's episode, we are talking about two very important things, at least to us:
Yes.
minimalism and essentialism.
So, how can we actually live more with less?
I love
Yan, ang
that.
ganap natin today.
But before we start that discussion, let's start off with our wins of the week. Kamusta ka naman,
Yeah. Ako
Riza?
naman, life's good. Life's good so far. The studio is finally taking shape.
I
So,
saw.
finally, sobrang excited ko kasi all the backdrops came in, the delivery, pang-mount ng sobrang
Mm-hmm.
pala noon, technical and
So
stuff. Pero
profesh.
I know, parang, oh, finally, it's coming to life. So, when everything goes back to normal, let's please shoot dun sa studio. And if you wanna shoot for Morena,
I
and
love.
go na tayo dun. So,
Ang ganda-ganda nun. Kasi, the colors are also very you.
ang arte, di ba?
Pastel. Ang arte talaga. And I am living for it.
I love it.
I think
How
that's the
about you?
ultimate dream. Isn't that the ultimate
Oh,
dream if you're like a beauty skincare brand or lifestyle
totoo.
brand, like having your in-house studio,
My
so all
goodness.
marketing stuff.
Yes. And also because, parang I want everything in-house na, so we won't go
Mm-hmm.
outside anymore. Kasi, the world is, I don't know.
Yeah, and investment rin ng studio rentals. Every
Totoo.
time you have a shoot, you pay
Very
for
true.
it.
Mhm.
Ako naman, what was I doing this week? Oh, so I've been working on Ideology, my new
Woohoo.
baby.
Mhm.
So, I've onboarded 3 clients.
Oh
Clients! I
my
have
gosh,
3 clients. Yes,
congratulations.
we're working on their collections, which will launching in July. I'm so excited. As in, it finally feels real because I've
Mhm.
been working with people again, which is not something that I can say for the last couple of months. And I mean, I've been doing it alone for a while, like just Morena, just Morena. But now, ayun, it's a little bigger than myself, which is
True.
so cool.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for you. Finally, 'di ba? Parang pinag-uusapan lang natin to a couple of episodes before, and
I know.
finally, it's here. So,
Meron tayong documentation of how things are
true.
unfolding.
Yes. Thank you, Camp Confidence. So, that being said, let's dive right into this week's topic: minimalism and essentialism.
Right. Kasi when I asked the community questions, actually, a lot of them na hindi ko na include sa community questions. Kasi ang daming tatanong, like, what are they? Yeah, I think before anything else, we need to define what they are.
Yes, I think minimalism kasi is kasi parang define yung minimalism as having limited items, whereas for essentialism naman is you have the items that are essential for your kind of lifestyle, ganon.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's having enough items na ano ba, mabubuhay ka. Alam mo yun? Na parang
Yeah.
hindi mo na-feel na deprived ka, ganon. So, actually, when I Googled a while ago, according to this website called nosidebar.com, there are 5 types of minimalism daw. So, first type is the essentialist, wherein ang thinking is fewer is better and quality over quantity. So, ito yung mga, for example, investing on great shoes maybe over investing on shoes na madaling masira. Ganyan.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, or fast fashion compared to, alam mo yun, yung mga matibay na brands.
Mm-mm.
Ganyan. Then number 2 naman, ng type of, talagang may
Yes.
pagpa-discussion tayo
Oo,
dito.
kailangan. We need a good
Yes.
foundation.
Uh-huh. So the next type of minimalism is the experientialist. So this is the type of minimalist na experience over material things. So I think that's also you, Ayin. Yung parang it's more of travel
Very.
compared to material things, or travel over a new phone, or
Totoo.
'di ba? Tas number three naman is the enoughist daw. So,
Enoughist.
yes, parang enough is enough. You don't need to buy more. Parang they utilize what they currently have and stuff.
Mm.
And yun, yung third type. So, fourth type naman is the eco-minimalist. I think
Which is
this is me.
you.
I think this is me. So, less consumption in order to reduce your impact on the planet. Ayun. So, you focus less on the benefits of the household or sa bahay,
Mm.
and more on the bigger, parang titingnan mo yung impact ng, parang environmental impact ng purchase mo.
Yeah.
And then next naman is the soul minimalist. They cherishes stillness of the soul and works to keep mental and spiritual clutter to a minimum.
I was thinking when I also read that list, I thought maybe essentialism is a subset of minimalism. Like
Mhm.
it's also minimalism, but in a different parang different found or na, same foundations but different specifics.
Perspectives.
Yeah,
Oo.
different perspective. Because I guess what we usually think when I guess the general idea of people when they think about minimalism is wala. As in like konti, very minimum. Like what is the absolute minimum that you can live with? And I guess, a lot of popular uh, accounts, brands that practice minimalism, ganun talaga. And
Mhm.
makikita mo yung clean aesthetic, and then
Yes.
all white, ganyan.
Uh,
But yeah, I think it's cool to understand the different types of minimalism, but also how minimalism can mean different things to different
right.
people.
Correct.
Mhm. So I wanted to bring ano yan? Now I wanted to quote something from the Minimalists. If
Mhm.
you've ever heard of them, it's a documentary on
Yeah.
Netflix, and then they also have a blog. Super good resource, by the way.
Totoo. Yeah.
So sabi nila, minimalism is a lifestyle that helps people question what things add value to their lives. By clearing the clutter from life's path, we can all make room for the most important aspects of life: health, relationships, passion, growth, and contribution. So parang the question is, how might your life be better if you own fewer material possessions? If you had less, how can things be better?
Mhm.
And hindi siya malayo sa essentialism actually. And I think sometimes, it's easy to mix up the terminologies, but that's totally fine. Yeah, and for those of you who are curious, this one, another quote from Greg McKeown. I mentioned
Oh,
this like another episode before. Yeah, from his
essentialism.
book,
Yes.
Essentialism. I love this quote. Sabi niya, the way of the essentialist means living by design, not by default. Instead of making choices reactively, the essentialist deliberately distinguishes the vital few from the trivial many, eliminates the non essentials, and then removes obstacles so the essential things have clear, smooth passage. In other words, essentialism is a disciplined, systematic approach for determining where our highest point of contribution lies, then making execution of those things almost effortless. So parang it's a very proactive way of looking at your life, and talagang you're hinihimay mo, okay, where am I really good at? How can I contribute most? And which ones do I need to prioritize? And talagang, alam mo yun, narrow down your priorities, hindi yung I want to do everything. Basically,
Mhm.
it's the opposite of I want to do everything. Like I want
Right.
to do a few things, but I want to do it really well.
Totoo.
Yeah.
Tsaka ano, I think it's also all about giving yourself freedom. Freedom of choices, freedom of time, freedom of what really matters most in your life. So,
Yeah.
diba? So,
It's so funny when you think you have so much. Ang iniisip natin is when you have a lot of things, the more you can do things. But actually, the more you have, the more choices you have, the more clutter, the more possessions, the harder it is to choose, and nakaka-distract talaga siya. So, yeah, what do you
Yeah.
personally practice?
Ako kasi, ano ba, this might sound weird to a lot of people, but ano ba, eto, siguro identify ko na lang kung ano yung parts ng life ko na minimalist ako. Number
Mhm.
one is clothes. I have a capsule wardrobe.
I love that.
I have a small cabinet of clothes. As in, feeling ko sa for for other women, sobrang parang, what? Ba't yan lang yung damit mo? But having a capsule wardrobe allowed me to, ano ba, uh, make more important decisions in a day. Kasi for me, I have a lot of important decisions to make in a day and I have to do it in a snap. Sobrang bilis dapat ng decisions ko in life. And I don't think, ako personally lang to I don't think choosing clothes to wear in a day is part of the important decisions in life I have to make every single day. So parang as much as possible, ayoko na mag-isip kung ano yung susuotin
Mm-hmm.
ko for today. So ayun, I have a small cabinet of clothes. I also have minimal number of shoes. So I have only three sandals, two rubber shoes, one pair of house slippers, and one high heels. So
Ganda!
yan lang talaga, kung ano lang yung as in super duper love ko na pair. Kasi yun nga, again, every single day, ayoko mag-isip ulit kung ano kayang bagay na sandals for this dress,
Mm-hmm.
ganyan. So, ako lang yun, personally, again, kasi merong iba na they find joy in choosing clothes and
Yeah.
choosing shoes. And there's nothing wrong with that. So again, there are no rules for minimalism, but that's just me. Ayun. So, bags din. Konti lang bags ko. Isang gym bag, isang cute Sunday bag, and one work bag. Yun lang. Three bags.
Ang
Tapos, ano pa ba? Oh my gosh, ito feeling ko as a makeup person. Sobrang
mm.
magugulat ka dito. So, for makeup, I also have minimal makeup. So, I only have one of everything. I have one concealer. I don't even own a foundation. So, one concealer, one
Ganda
brush for
ng, ganyan talaga
everything.
pag maganda skin.
Ah!
I don't own foundation.
Yes, talaga. I don't own a foundation. Uh, yeah, one kind of one bronzer, one blush, one highlighter. Tapos, ayun nga, I only own two kinds of lipstick. As in two kinds.
What?
I know. Tapos parang medyo magka-same pa siya ng shade. Kasi yun nga, one is I'm also sobrang sensitive. Yung lips ko sobrang sensitive. Ang arte-arte niya. Parang hindi siya nakikisama sa akin. Kahit gusto kong bumili ng maraming lipstick, parang two brands lang ng lipstick yung okay sa akin. Tapos you know what's weird? Kasi I
Mm.
only have, one is Happy Skin. Oh, I love Happy
I
Skin.
love happy skin.
Next is Maybelline Touch of Spice. Yun lang talaga. Yung shade lang na yun. Then, if I move to another shade, kahit same, parang same collection lang siya, wala.
Mm.
Hindi,
Hindi
hindi pa rin.
maganda yung ano.
Magsusugat pa rin yung lips ko. Sobrang weird.
Shocks.
Sobrang sensitive. Tapos, last na, accessories. I only have three kinds of necklaces. As in yun lang, on rotation, two rings, etong wedding ring and engagement ring.
I
Tsaka,
love it.
I don't own a pair of earrings.
What?
I
Really?
know.
Grabe, if you see my earring collection, you'll be shocked.
I know, kasi nga allergic din ako. So,
Okay,
oo,
okay.
kahit gusto kong magmaganda at marami
Mm.
akong earrings, wali. So, I don't own any pair of earrings. So, yun siguro yung mga stuff na konti lang ako physically, like materially. Pero,
Mm.
ay later pala, let's also discuss yung mga marami naman tayo.
Oo,
Para,
gusto ko
alam, para,
yan.
sige. Sige, game. Ikaw naman, sa few things.
So,
Kung
few
saan ka
things. I guess, I see, when I say I practice essentialism, I'm saying like, parang ganun yung foundation ko. Pero I'm moving towards it slowly. Because right now, I live at home with my family. So, alam mo yun, this is where I grew up, and having to overhaul everything is kind of difficult because, how do you remove all that stuff from your life, especially when it's really not my space. I don't
Mm-hmm.
own the house. Parang it's hard to take ownership, but I try to with what I have, with my room. If you could see the old photos, as in ibang-ibang itsura ng room ko. Kasi ngayon, like, white walls, yung shelves ko, yung bookshelf ko, two shelves na lang. Before, I had so much, as in boxes and boxes of books. Tapos, yung closet ko before, as in overflowing. Actually, to be fair, medyo overflowing pa rin siya. Pero mas overflowing before, ganyan. So, I guess what's really minimal to me is my purchasing in the present. As in ngayon, before kasi, well, before, I couldn't purchase because I was a kid and I didn't have income, ganyan. Pero ngayon, I don't purchase still, kahit na kaya ko mag-purchase. Mostly because I don't need things, and I guess I'm more intentional talaga with how I acquire possessions. So I haven't gotten rid of a lot of my things, but I don't acquire more. For example, my cell phone has been with me since 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, 2015, 5 years. It was my first big purchase as an adult, as in with my salary. Tapos, binili ko siya nung 2015, never na ako nagpalit. My laptop has been with me since 2013.
Wow. Ang galing mo
Yeah.
mag-alaga.
Oo, yung mga ganong bagay talaga. As in, I don't even know what I'll do pag nasira sila. Kasi parang, I don't want to purchase. Another thing, my camera, my G7X, what I use for vlogging, I've had it for 2 years now, and when I bought it, it was secondhand. So, alam mo yan, like, eto lang, I just need the minimal amount. Like, I don't need a brand new camera. I just need yung basic to be able to shoot. Tapos, it's been with me for 2 years, and I still don't see the need in replacing it because it still works. So, I guess in the things na, yeah, I think it's more of the purchasing process for me. If I don't see the absolute need to replace something, I won't. I mean, you can see my glasses. You can see my glasses. It's falling apart. But I bought, finally, nag-order na ako kasi nakahanap na ako ng shop na I can buy glasses. Pero eto, ang tagal na netong sira. Na I
Mhm.
thought, like, it still works. So, just live with it. Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of. And then makeup. So while I am a makeup vlogger, I think comparatively sobrang hindi ako ganun ka hoarder compared to a lot of makeup vloggers kasi I really try to finish the products. As in, gusto ko yung empties. If I find a product that I love, I'll repurchase that. I won't even shop for other things, which is
Right.
weird because, like, for my line of work, I should be exploring more products, and people keep asking me, "What's your updated makeup routine?" And I'm like, "It's the same thing from the last time I uploaded." As in, hindi ako nagpapalit. I have
Mhm.
yung concealer na ginagamit ko, I've just repurchased the same concealer, same shade. Yung lipsticks, well, I like to explore sa lipsticks kasi it's like, it's a good way to switch up the look. Pero yung mga basics like mascara, I go with Maybelline. I repurchase it all the time. With concealer, yeah, Elana Minerals. With the foundation, the powder, I also use Elana kasi it's mineral and organic. Tapos, okay na ako doon. Parang,
Mhm.
I found what's good for me, what works for me. Hindi ko na kayang isipin what else is out there. Parang, I don't know, I'm not very good for a capitalist society. Hindi ako yung
Mhm.
ideal customer.
Yeah, actually ako gano'n din ako. What works for me, I just use it over and over. So, yeah.
Yeah, decision fatigue is such a
Mhm.
real thing, I think.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
decision fatigue talaga. Parang in the morning, parang I don't even have the energy to choose what
Yeah.
kind of shade of lipstick I want. So, but that's just me again.
Yeah.
So,
Ayun.
ayun.
Tapos, last few things, experiences, like what you said, 'di ba, how I travel. Ako, I don't splurge on accommodations, anything, actually anything fancy I don't really spend on. I mostly redirect my budget sa experiences. So,
Same.
alam mo yan, I'll have money for surfing or parasailing or hiking, pero wala akong pera for a nice Airbnb, yung
Yeah.
ganun.
Ako naman kapag travel, parang more on food talaga. Parang I'd
Mhm.
like to experience the different kinds of food. Ayokong tipirin yung sarili ko. Parang siguro may certain number of days na tipid sa food, then
Ah,
may one day na parang, okay, let's do this. Ganon. So,
may ganun talaga, foodie travelers. Yeah. Wait, okay, last. May naisip ako last. Meron ako isang na-let go na, ano, kasi mostly it started as ayokong gumastos ng marami. Pero I stopped getting my nails done and getting haircuts and getting my hair colored or getting waxed. As in, yung beauty maintenance, I stopped kasi wala lang, parang it was an extra thing that I had to do na I didn't really want to do anymore. So kaya black hair na ako ulit. Before it was like bright brown, light brown.
yeah, ako actually, oo nga, naalala ko din na I started cutting my nails so short. Kasi yun nga,
Ta-da!
yeah, kasi wala akong time. Actually, before, pre-COVID pa, parang wala ako masyadong time to go to the
Mm-mm.
parlor. And then, I will only wear nail polish kapag gel.
Wait, pero di ba pagka, when you have gel and then it grows out, hindi ba parang ang hirap nun? Kasi you have to go back to the salon.
Ano, nagdi-DIY tanggal ako ng ano,
Ah,
gel. Kasi,
wait, ang tagal yun?
I don't know, but my nails are still okay. So,
It works. It works.
yeah, it works. Pero ayun nga, after we discussed the few things naman, parang ano naman yung mga marami ka or
Maximalist.
yes, maximalist ka.
Sunglasses, jewelry. Yeah, as in sobrang ang collection ko talaga is jewelry. I love earrings, rings. Yung rings ko kasi sobrang thin ng fingers ko. Na I grew up not being able to find anything that fits me. So anytime makahanap ako, let's say sa bazaar or ganyan, or when I travel, may makita ko magkasya sa akin, automatic bibilin ko yun. So, ang dami kong alam mo yun, like, they're not expensive, pero they're like little trinkets. There's crystals, dami kong crystals. And yeah, and sunnies.
Love it. Ako naman, ano, syempre, skincare. Sobrang maximalist ko with skincare. Ito na siguro
OMG.
yung pinakamarami kong gamit, I think. I think I have more skincare compared to my shoes, clothes, and bags combined.
Really?
Tapos, yeah, kasi I think wala lang. Yun talaga yung nagpapasaya sa akin ever since. And basically, medyo job ko rin siya kasi I constantly have to
True.
research and try products in the market and yun. So, skincare, tumblers. Oh my gosh, that's my collection. Tumbler collection. I have 23 tumblers at home. Kakabilang ko lang kanina.
Oh my
And
gosh.
ang saya ko kapag may iba-ibang colors, iba-ibang texture, ganyan. So, it actually encourages me to drink more water. Nagdahilan pa.
I
Pero
think
yun
it
nga.
helps.
Yeah, tumbler collection, colored pens and highlighters.
Right.
Ano ba, maximalist ako with camera equipment. Di naman splurge. Parang I
Mhm.
think, kapag may ROI, feeling ko, yun,
Yes.
binibili ko siya. Then, oh my God, I have a lot of cats. So, cat maximalist talaga ako.
Cat
So,
maximalist.
yes.
May naalala ko, notebooks. Sobrang dami ko notebooks. As in, it's absurd how many journals I have. And sometimes hindi na sila nasusulatan pa. Kasi I'm like, oh, let me use you for something better. Pero,
Mhm.
ang dami talaga. So,
Tapos very particular pa tayo with the texture ng
I know.
notebooks.
Like the quality of the paper,
Yes.
beautiful.
Dapat maganda yung glide ng pen dun sa texture ng
Sobra.
notebook.
Alam mo, funny thing, meron akong pen for each notebook. As in, like, for example, the notebook that I'm writing on, I only use this pen. When I was abroad, walang pilot pen sa Spain. I had to ask my friend who was visiting to bring me 3 pilot pens na blue. Kasi I needed
Love
it.
it!
Yeah, ganun talaga.
Ayun.
Ayan. So, enough about us. Ang saya. Nag-enjoy ako
Ako
to,
din.
parang na-realize ko, oh, it's not that bad. I thought I was doing bad, like, sa minimalism, essentialism part of my life, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
it works.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to our community questions. Yung mga ating community members na who want to go into minimalism or essentialism. So Isabel Go asks, what are the first steps in making this transition? So how did you start?
Ako it started when I watched the documentary Minimalism. Oo, I watched it siguro mga 3 years ago. Tapos parang I realized, kasi 'di ba yung Netflix documentary na yon, parang they mentioned na parang you can live more with less. Then I just realized na parang shucks, oo nga no, with all the things going on in the world right now, parang I will do myself a favor if I trim down on material things and focus on experiences, on more important decisions, ganyan. So I think first steps to make the transition is to identify your why. Again, ba't mo ba to ginagawa? Do you wanna have less stress in life? Do you wanna save more? Kasi iba-iba din talaga tayo ng reasons kung bakit
Mm-hmm.
mo gusto maging minimalist or an essentialist. So, and the next is you have to set your own rules for minimalism. Parang how
Right.
do you want to deal with it? Kasi everyone has a different take on minimalism. And ano ba? Ano ba yung rules mo? Gagawa ka ba ng capsule wardrobe? Um, do you make a decision of owning a tiny house? Do you want to make a decision of not having your own car or decluttering? Ganyan. So, yan siguro yung second step.
I think I'll add to that, educating yourself to, syempre, if you know the theory or if you know why people do it, if you know what the concept is all about, the philosophy, what the philosophy is all about, then you can make decisions na you're more informed. I think it also reinforces what we're doing kasi if we do it based on what we know or what our assumptions are, it's hard to stick to them kasi alam mo yan, like you don't have the proper knowledge for it. But if you read up, it's so easy. As in, mas to me, especially to me, na I can't just do things on my own and decide. Na, oh, I decide. I wake up and then I decide I'm a minimalist. Like I really need to learn the steps. If you're like me, then I think reading up on why other people do it will also be helpful.
Right, right. Tsaka you can, again, I recommend the Netflix documentary called Minimalism.
Very good.
And, pati, kung into decluttering naman kayo, pwedeng yung Netflix din ni Marie Kondo for the
Yes.
KonMari method. So next question is from Nikki Naps. How do you live with someone or people who are non-minimalists or essentialists? Kasi especially when you're still with your family, syempre, being the only one living this way is weird. So how do you deal with that?
That's what I'm dealing with at the moment. And I think ano, so I read this article by the minimalists. They said na you have to start with yourself. So while you really can't control how other people are living their lives, but you can choose to deal with what you have. So start with yourself, start small, start with your laptop, declutter your digital space, declutter your bookshelf, declutter your closet. And once you start seeing results for yourself, eventually you won't have to force other people to join you, but you'll influence by leading by example. So, yeah, I think I mean it's easier said than done, but I think yun just to just focus on yourself and what you can do and your choices kasi if we focus on other people and how they're just distracting us, it's gonna be hard to move forward. So yeah, start small, I think.
Yeah, that's so true. Don't stress about it too much kasi alam mo yan, parang there are certain people who won't embrace the kind of lifestyle that you have, and that's okay. That's
Yeah.
normal. You don't have to stress yourself about it, and try not to be preachy. Kasi ganun ako before, parang ba't ayaw mo mag-declutter? Sa mom ko kasi, she's a maximalist. you actually mom and dad ko are maximalists. They tend to keep things they don't need. But when I
Mhm.
started learning about minimalism, parang lagi kong sinasabi na, oh, you have to declutter, ganyan, ganyan. Tapos parang I realized na, oh my gosh, stress ko lang yung sarili ko na, alam mo yun, pinipilit ko lang yung ibang tao to do things na ayaw naman talaga nila gawin. So, but when
Yeah.
they started seeing the results, I think, when I started a minimal lifestyle, parang that's when they understood na parang, oo nga, no? Parang, this is also good. Why can't I give it a try myself? Parang hindi, you don't need to hard sell the lifestyle. As long as they see the benefits, then that's it. I'm also proud that my mom watched, parang pinanood ko talaga sa kanya yung Netflix, yung documentary tuloy, Netflix show ni Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
Tapos parang aba yung nanay ko, talagang nag-declutter na siya, bumili siya ng mga, ano ba, mga, alam mo yung mga mega box
Mm.
to
That's so
declutter and
cute.
store. Ganyan. So, yun, again, you don't have to be all preachy and stuff. So,
Yeah, it's different for each person. All right, so our next question is from TJ Ovivier. It's difficult for me to let go of my clutter, Ate Ayin. Ate Ayin talaga. I tend to keep things that aren't really beneficial anymore because of the mindset that I could use them sometime in the future. But I want to switch towards the minimalist, essentialist lifestyle. What is the proper mindset or perception to have to start this change?
ako, I think I might go against the grain here, but being realistic is what you really need. I mean, you have to ask yourself and be real na kailangan ko ba talaga to in the future? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, check if okay lang bang, kung kaya mo ba siyang mabili agad in the future just in case i-discard mo siya ngayon. Or will it just take up space in your home?
Mm-hmm.
Ganon. I think you also have to, kung magde-declutter ka or you have to discard something, you also have to take into consideration yung, ano ba, afford ko bang bumili agad nito
Yeah.
kung i-discard ko to ngayon.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think it's the art of letting go and it takes practice. Kasi ako at first I was always very sentimental, pero once I got used to letting things go and realizing that okay, I haven't used this in over a year, I probably won't use it. So it got easier and easier the more I let things go and the more I left things behind. Yun, parang, and when you see the change, when you do this often, parang you realize, hindi naman pala ganun kalaking kawalan. In fact, you gain more because you have more space to breathe, you have less distractions, and I think, yun nga, like what Riza said, if kaya mo naman siya ma-acquire in case in case you ever need it in the future, then why are you holding it onto it now when in the present you don't really use it naman?
tama ka, it takes a lot of practice. Kasi ako before, parang lahat ng gamit ko, feeling ko talaga kailangan ko. Pero yun
Mm-hmm.
nga, tama ka rin na parang if you don't use it for a year or even 6 months, you probably won't need it for the next 6 months or the next year. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for our next question from Jabs Sale Saleh. So
Mhm.
if to be applied on weddings, which one is better? Minimalism or essentialism, I think. So she's a bride to be.
I love it.
Congratulations, Jabs. So ako naman, kasi ako, I can categorize our wedding as an eco-minimalist wedding. So we opted, ako, I personally opted to have a simple dress. So no beads, no lace, no anything. So it's a very simple neoprene gown. So when deciding for your wedding pala, you also have to discuss this with your husband. Although sabi nga ng mga husbands na, oh, it's the wife's day. So, kung anong mga pipiliin nyo, go lang. Kami lang yung tagabayad. Ganyan. So, for me, I discussed this with Josh na parang I wanted to be planet conscious pa rin.
Mhm.
So, we got yung mga suppliers namin are all local, so near the venue. Tas most of them are small businesses as well. And parang most of them are my personal friends too. Tapos yung bouquet ko has broccoli kasi I love broccoli.
That's so
Naglagay kami
cute.
naglagay kami ng broccoli sa bouquet para ayun, magagamit pa rin after. Makakain after, I mean. Tapos, I opted, makeup-wise, ano ba? Hindi ako nag-fake lashes. Kasi,
Wow.
parang I don't wanna dispose of them after the wedding. Ano pa ba?
Did you do your makeup or did you have a makeup artist?
I had a makeup artist. Yan. Tapos ano pa ba? We did not print out invitations. So everything is
That's so
digital
good.
except for the principal sponsors kasi yung mga ninong at ninang parang mas gusto nilang may physical ano mo
Yeah.
yun, parang
Mm.
physical thing na hahawakan. Tapos ano ba? We chose a venue na maraming trees, garden. So you
Where
won't
was your
so I
venue?
It's called Baserie de Lipa. It's in Lipa. So, yun. Resort siya na maraming trees, tas garden. So, you won't need to design the place too much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? So, yun. Tipid ka na. Maganda pa yung design ng venue mo. So, yan. Ano pa ba?
Ang ganda.
Last. Ang arte,
Ang arte.
TBH. Tsaka, yes. Tapos, we requested to have to accept cash na lang for gifts instead
Mm.
of the appliances kasi at least alam namin, parang gusto namin kung ano yung mabibili namin in
Yeah.
the future. And uh, most, parang, ano ba, nung wedding, lahat naman talaga cash yung regalo except for one rice cooker. Ganon. So
I
at least
won't say
one
no
rice
to a
cooker
rice
lang.
cooker.
Yun lang yung iisipan natin. So, ano ba, minimalism. Oh, invite the people na gusto mo lang talagang nasa
Mm-hmm.
wedding mo. Wag ka nang mag-invite just because you're required to. And anyway, it's your wedding, so you get to decide who goes and who doesn't. So, ayun. Ano pa ba? On top of my head. Parang
I
yun lang.
I think yung ano, because she's asking which one is better, like essentialism, minimalism. I think you can apply minimalism with the decor or the suppliers. Ganyan. Essentialism, you can look at it in the yun nga, yung kung sino invite mo, like who's important, who needs to be there, who will add value to your day, to your wedding. Kasi when you look at it, parang with minimalism, you can look at the material things and it's easy to eliminate stuff. But essentialism, it's like asking, okay, what is important? Ano yung kailangan talagang nandun?
Tsaka what
So,
will make you happy as a
mm,
bride. Ganun. Wag
it's
mong,
your
wag mong
day.
i-deprive yung sarili mo. So, kung anong gusto mong nandun, go.
Ang ganda. Ay naku, I can't wait for the day I get to plan my wedding.
I love it. It will be so extra, I'm thinking.
Alam mo ba, I've already planned my wedding before. Because
Love it.
di ba, I
Ah,
almost got
yeah,
married.
yeah,
Tapos,
yeah.
I had to do it all over again. But I kind of, it's okay kasi I realized going through that experience. Kasi I already planned, ganyan, ganyan. So I thought, parang medyo maximalist yun because I would bongga, extra. But now na things went a different way and now that I am who I am, parang I wanna lean towards more like minimalist, like who's really important, do I really want to be there, how do I want to remember it, and yeah, I think I'm glad and I'm excited for the next time
Yeah.
it gets to happen.
Yes. I'm thinking you already have a Pinterest board
I
with,
had one, oh my god,
categorized,
sobra, grabe, meron pa akong Excel sheet.
I love it.
Oh, we'll see. Anyway, so our next question is from Mike Coanco. What beliefs do you try to incorporate into your life when you want to start your minimalism journey? Also, how can one transition from being a hoarder and an anxious person, I guess, who thinks she needs to have an extra for everything just in case? Na ano ka ba? Nag-extra-extra ka ba?
Oo
Like,
naman. Oo naman. Parang I always have to have backup.
mhm,
And that's okay. That's normal, I think. Pero again, with minimalism and essentialism din naman kasi, you have to identify what makes you live a full life.
mhm,
Na alam mo yun, parang wala akong
ah,
kino-compromise, parang I feel safe pa rin with the amount of the kind of people and the kind of material things I have in my home and in my
Mm-mm.
life. So it's still very important that you feel secure with what you have and you feel happy. Yun talaga yun eh. Parang,
Mm-mm.
do you feel happy with the kind of lifestyle that you have? Na parang, lahat ba ng gamit mo sa bahay is ginagamit mo talaga literally? Does
Mm-mm.
it make you happy? Does it give, ano ba? Does it make your life easy?
Yeah.
Ganyan. So, I think beliefs to incorporate in my life. Uh, Ako for me, as long as something and someone makes me happy, I'm good with it. I will keep them and I will cherish them forever. Alam mo yun, parang I will
Yeah.
keep on, material wise, I will keep on using this, for example, bag, if I love it, if I truly love it. Kasi parang ako, when I declutter, dati parang every quarter ako nagde-declutter, but right now, twice a year. I declutter twice a year. So, kasi sa KonMari method, di ba, sabi, you have to physically touch something. Like,
Right.
for example, this post-it. Parang, oh, do I love this? Parang, if it's a hard yes, then keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Then if it's
I don't know.
parang okay, you have to discard it. Parang kapag
Yeah.
nag-isip ka daw for 1 to 2 seconds, ibig sabihin discard 'yun. Ganun. So,
Totoo.
ayun, yun siguro yung mga practices and beliefs that I think I'm doing for my minimalist journey. Ganyan.
True. Yung being intentional,
Mm,
it's very important. Like when you acquire things, you need to know kung anong role nila. But yung sa mga extra things, like you need extra for everything. Let's say you have extra toothbrushes because you have a very specific toothbrush that you want to have and you're not sure if they'll always have it in stock. So you have extra. Pero I don't think that's a bad thing because if you know you're gonna use it talaga, then I think it's just smart to have them on hand. Now, on the other hand, if you have an extra, I don't know, ano bang extra na hindi maganda? Like, sobrang dami mong extra bags na you don't use. When you don't use them, they don't have a purpose in your life, then that's when you know na you're hoarding instead of intentionally getting things for a certain purpose. So yeah, I think that's it. Intentionality is everything.
So for our next question, it's from Tin Eustaquio. How can I determine the things that really matter? When and how to say no to non-essential things? Very important question too.
Yeah, the way I look at it, it's like you have a finite amount of energy and resources. And when you have that, hindi unlimited yung attention mo, yung energy mo, yung pera mo. So when you give things, material things, attention and you acquire them, nawawalan yung iba. So that's why it's important to determine, what will bring you the most value. So you focus on those things. Ako, I really value experiences, relationships, my career. So yung mga may ROI, like how is this gonna help me further my career? How is this gonna help me build my relationships? Pagka the answer is, oh, ito yung madaming ways na it will bring back value, then obviously I will invest on them. Pero if it's like fleeting, if it's momentary, then I let it go kasi in the long run, hindi naman siya mag-stay with me. So I'd rather let things go. Well, let things go.
Ay, ako naman siguro one practical tip is if you wanna buy, kunwari, in the buying realm,
Mhm.
shopping realm, I think if you wanna buy something, ako kasi meron akong Google Keep, Google Keep for what I wanna buy. Tapos I list it, and then after a month, I go back to it to
Mhm.
check kung kailangan ko pa rin ba talaga to. Kasi
Yes.
madalas, parang kapag mga impulse buys, parang, yun nga eh, feeling mo lang depressed ka. I mean, hindi depressed. Hindi, parang sad ka lang that day. Kaya
Mm-mm.
gusto mong mag-purchase ng stuff. So, yun yung ginagawa kong tip. If I wanna buy this, I list it on my Google Keep list. Yung mga, I wanna buy this.
Yeah.
Tapos, binabalikan ko siya after a month. Kung gusto ko pa, okay, sige, fine. Pero kung hindi, wala.
Buy na. Ako ina-add to cart ko, tapos hindi ko ipa-purchase agad-agad. As in, I'll add to cart and then I'll wait until madami na sila para kunwari, tipid sa shipping fee. But then, once I start to purchase na talaga, na-realize ko, I don't really want that, I don't really want that, I don't need that, I don't need that. Tapos, mag-end up, wala na naman akong laman ng cart. So, ayun. I think giving yourself time to really absorb kung ano ba, do I need this in my life? Yung time na yun, dun mo ma-realize na, nope, not at all.
Totoo. Sabi ni Josh rin parang kanina, parang or sabihin mo sa asawa mo, parang ano, hindi,
Oo
joke
nga.
lang. Magparinig ka. Pero yun,
Maybe like get somebody else's opinion. Because obviously, if
exactly.
it's us, we justify it na parang, yes, I really need that. Yes, I really want it. Pero if you talk to somebody and they give you another perspective, maybe mas madali ang buhay.
Exactly. Ayan.
Next question is for you. Eto, gusto ko to malaman because I'm not very good at this area, to be fair. So, from Joanne Victorious, essential skincare.
Ako siguro if I would keep three things in my skincare stash, I would say it's cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. Yan lang
Mm-mm.
talaga. Everything else is also really important, but they are bells and whistles. Alam mo yun? Parang,
Yeah.
it's also great you have them, pero yung, ano ba, pillar skincare routine would definitely be cleanser, toner, moisturizer. And
Before,
sunblock, oh my God,
and
how could I
sunblock,
even
I was
forget?
gonna say. Kasi, parang, di ba meron 10-step Korean skincare routine, which is like really good and you want to treat yourself. Pero ako kasi when I travel, that's when I really need to, ano mo yun, like, what are the most essential? Kasi backpacker ako. So, and also solo traveler. So when I travel, I have my little backpack na carry on because I don't check in any luggage. Kasi I don't like the extra expense plus ayoko yung time na naghihintay ka ng luggage. So, what I pack is just as in sobrang minimum na kailangan ko. So, what I bring is yung cleanser, usually bar soap. As in, pagka nagta-travel ako, to lessen my liquids, I use a bar soap. Tapos, hinahaf ko pa yon kasi I don't want to bring the whole thing. So, ina-knife ko yun, ganyan. So, I only have half a bar of soap. And then, for my moisturizer and my toner, the toner, I have it, I used to do this, nasa spray bottle siya. So I transfer into a small spray bottle para madali na application, like spritz on your hand and then sa face. And then moisturizer. Meron akong travel size na nakuha ko lang from another skincare product. Tapos dun ko nililipat yung moisturizer ko. May spatula, tapos lilipat ko ganun. So just enough for my trip. So let's say it's 2 weeks. All I need for 2 weeks, ando na. Pero sunblock, I used to not really
Yes.
use it that much. As in, hindi ako everyday sunblock person. Kasi nga, alam mo yun, nasa office ka lang naman all day, tapos feeling ko hindi kailangan. Pero I realized, sobrang essential niya. As in, the
Yes.
sun, di ba, is the number one source of skin damage, especially if
Yes.
overexposure.
Tsaka even if you're indoors, you really have to put on sunblock talaga. Kasi UVA rays, like the blue light from your tech, your phones, your iPads, it still damages your skin. So it's very, very important you put on sunblock.
Nag-sunblock ako today from
Love
Lana.
it. Ay, thank you. Love you talaga.
Kasi, yung sunblock, isang pump lang, as in coverage sa face, sa neck. Kasi at first, when I started it like a couple of days ago, as in like tatlong pumps ako. Tapos parang ko, oh my gosh, ang
Dami.
dami. Sobrang
Oh.
hindi na. Tapos tinry ko kahapon 2. Tapos today 1. Tapos parang ko, that's the perfect amount. Like one pump can last you, I don't know, feeling ko talaga ang tagal nun sa akin.
I love it. Oo. Tsaka ano, non-sticky. Ay, nagbenta talaga. Hindi, joke lang. Kasi I super duper love my lana.ph sunblock as well. It's a non-negotiable essential skincare for
Tinan mo
me.
naman. Oh, di ba? Ang ganda
Love
ng skin ko
it.
today.
Glowing. Oh. Sa mga nasa podcast, you have to check on our YouTube channel as well and subscribe while you're at it para makita mo yung glow ni Madam Ayin. Ayan. So for our next question from Ven Sumo, how to build a healthy attitude towards consumerism? Tao,
I think this
maganda
is
to.
ano, yeah, that's really good, especially since we're both business women. That's like our job is consumerism. We need people to buy, but at the same time, how do we go about it healthily?
For me kasi, with what we have with Lana, parang it's all about being intentional about your skincare needs. And also with Mink then, na parang we only, na ba? We only offer essential items for what your skin actually needs.
Mhm.
Tapos, ano ba, for me personally, I want to create spending limits. I also personally follow and subscribe to brands and people that I really, really love with great quality na, alam mo yun, parang alam ko na ito yung mga brands na I wanna spend on. Kasi sabi nga nila, for every peso you spend, parang that's also your vote. You vote with what you spend,
Mhm.
with how you spend.
Yes,
Gulo.
yes.
So yeah. Um, I also research before I buy. So I answer the house, whose, and why it's made. Para then, alam mo yun, parang I vote with what, I spend on what I want to really support.
True. I think it's also important on top of that, yung when you spend, especially ako, I guess lately, ngayon mas na-realize ko, I try to go with small businesses. Or at least businesses who I know, alam ko yung story nila. Like, for example, with makeup, I really love local brands like Happy Skin, Elana, Colorette. Kasi alam ko yung story ng founders nila, how they started, and I think it's really I think it helps me as a consumer, not just to feed into the system, but also to get to know, okay, like who are the people supported by this purchase, even though it's a very small purchase, I want to be intentional with the money that I spend. And ayun, I also think na supporting small businesses is a good way to go kasi yung impact niya with compared to if let's say a large corporation, ang iba niya, alam mo yun, yung pag
Totoo.
if you're a small business owner, may isang purchase, I'm like, yes, like thank you so much.
Mm-hmm,
And then
mm-hmm.
sobrang appreciated. It goes to a person, like a human person na makikita mo agad yung
Yes.
effect. So, I don't know, but that's just my perspective as a consumer na I just find more joy in that as
Mm.
opposed to when I shop in department stores. I still do that out of convenience. But when I do want to have more impact, I guess, with my spending, I try to go with the smaller brands na, yeah, that are just growing.
Right. I actually saw this photo on Instagram na if you buy from a small business, an actual person does a happy dance.
True.
And it's very, very true. Especially nung nagsistart pa lang din yung Lana.ph. Parang kapag meron talagang, kaching, okay, may bumili. Tapos parang, oh my God, yes, thank you, Lord. Ganon. So, yeah. So, yes, I am also all for supporting small and local businesses. And yung mga um, sustainable then. I
Mhm.
also look into brands like those. So,
Our last question is from Van Sumo. So, what were your struggles when you started a minimalist lifestyle? I guess the biggest roadblocks that we had when starting out.
ako before minimalism, I am also very sentimental. I used to own a lot. Ano ba? I used to live quantity over quality. As in parang okay na tong mura basta marami akong mabibili. Kaysa sa bibili ako ng medyo, alam mo yun, with higher quality, pero konti lang. Parang
Yeah.
sobrang magkaiba talaga yung mindset ko before. As in, sobrang baliktad. But when I realized na I was, parang hindi na nasa-serve nung mga bagay na yon yung purpose nila in my life. Parang I knew I had to stop. Parang I knew I
Yeah.
had to change perspective. So siguro yon yung struggle ko. I was really sentimental na ayaw kong mag-let go ng mga bagay-bagay, mga photos, ganyan. Ah, yun. Then yung nag-help lang din sa akin talaga yung documentary and reading up stuff about
Mhm.
minimalism, essentialism, intentionalism, so Joshualism. Ano ba yan? Baby, malapit na.
Totoo naman, if it works, i-a-add ko yun, sorry, hindi ko na i-edit out. Gusto ko yun. Joshua Listen. Okay. Ako naman, so my struggles, I guess not having my own space was the biggest struggle because I thought na I could only shift my lifestyle if I had control over everything. As a Virgo, as a Virgo, I thought I needed to control everything in order to go down this path. It's like I would go all in or do nothing at all. But then I realized, it's really the little things that matter most. And the small shift, the very, very minimal shift will really go a long way. And that's over a long period of time. It's like you discover the more you grow old, the more you grow old, the more you get to know yourself and what matters to you. And as you go on with your journey, then you make bigger and better decisions. Pero I guess yung pressure na to be the perfect minimalist, the perfect essentialist. Once you let go of that, you get to enjoy the process of knowing what's valuable and being able to eliminate things and letting things go. It gets easier over time, and ayun, I've learned to love the process. I think the process is really fun.
Yeah, totoo. Tsaka again, you set your own rules. Parang you
Mm-hmm.
don't need to be, ano ba, ma-intimidate sa lahat ng parang, oh, dapat pala kapag minimalist ka, white yung bahay mo, or dapat wala ka palang bed frame, ganon.
Yeah,
Na parang
totoo.
dapat pala 100 things lang yung nasa bahay mo. No, parang you still have to enjoy your lifestyle. You have to enjoy your life, and yeah, you just have to identify what matters most. So,
Amen. Ayan.
yes.
May gems ba tayo?
Gems, ako meron akong share.
Okay. All right, so now let's go to our gems. So these are any readings, videos, podcasts, or films that we want to recommend to our listeners. So anything that we enjoyed, or especially about this topic. So Riza, what's yours?
Ako, for me, aside from minimalism, yung Netflix documentary nga, it would be a YouTube channel. It's Matt
Oh my
Diavella's.
gosh, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, oo, kasi siya yung director ng Minimalism na documentary. I
Mm-hmm.
love his videos. I live for his editing and musical
Mm-hmm.
scores and cinematography. Kasi yun nga, filmmaker, YouTuber, and podcaster din siya. So, he's into minimalism and essentialism. And yung nag-question kanina, asking about someone na parang living with non-minimalists. Kasi yung fiance niya, si
Yeah,
Natalie, hindi talaga siya minimalist. So, kwento ko lang din, parang there's an episode or there's an
video.
upload YouTube video na parang Natalie parang lives like me for a day, parang ganon. Tapos parang kasi gusto nga niyang kumbaga parang they live together even if maximalist si Natalie, and that's normal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they live with it. Pero yun nga, parang nakita ko din doon na parang si Natalie, sabi niya, minimalism is okay, but parang I would still want the kind of life I have right now na kasi maximalist nga siya and she enjoys choosing her clothes. Napanood mo ba yung video na yun?
Yeah.
Tapos parang siguro sabi niya, I can apply minimalism in certain aspects of my life, but I still want to live like I want to. So,
Mm-hmm. Ang
yun.
ganda nun. Yeah, tsaka one more thing I really like about Matt is, wow, first name basis. So si Matt, he's very he delves a lot. Oh my gosh, English. He talks about self improvement a lot. So more than
Yes.
just being a minimalist in the material sense, he also talks about how do I become more productive? How do I prioritize things? Yung mga ganong videos na I think is really helpful because you can be a minimalist with your possessions, but you can also be a minimalist and more importantly an essentialist in how you live your life. So your
Right.
career, your work, your passions, you can be very intentional about it. And yung YouTube channel niya, he has so many resources to make you uh to help you make that switch happen. And yeah, if you don't watch Matt yet, you should check him out on
Yes.
YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Camp Confidence Radio. Please don't forget to share and tag us on Instagram at Camp Confidence Radio if you're tuned in.
And if you want to be part of our future episodes, you can join us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/groups/Camp Confidence to join discussions and to submit community questions.
You can also follow me at Ayin Bernos and at Morena the Label on Instagram.
And I am Riza at Rizza Lana at lana.ph at mink.ph on Instagram. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye!
Babu!